Last time on the Morning Quest.
Well, welcome to our Tales of Adventures here today. I will be your DM Preston, and let's go ahead and jump into our adventure. You see a beautiful trail leading out in front of you toward the city of Waterdeep, and you can see 3 travelers coming along, and the first traveler will see...
So I'm Steve, and I will be playing Brad. Brad is a bounty retrieval and detection droid.
My name is Jared, and I'm playing Ten. Ten is a changeling.
My name is Freddie, and I'll be playing Ozzy Lorisis, and he is a gnome wizard.
Hey, you over there! Come here! You guys here to cause trouble?
No.
No, absolutely not.
I have always wanted to see the City of Wonders.
Alright, so yeah, you get back in line and get on down through the gates. I got a friend named Floon Blagmar. I haven't seen him in a couple of days, and I got a sneaky suspicion he might have been kidnapped. We were down at the Skewered Dragon a couple nights ago.
Brad stands up. It is time to go.
If Brad's got the information, I think we'll be able to find him. I guess I'm just looking around for a sign that says Skewered Dragon.
As you guys are coming around the corner from the Zoblov shop, you can see... You guys are standing currently outside of the Skewered Dragon. What would you like to do?
I think we found the Skewer Dragon. Should we go in and ask about Flume?
Yeah, so I guess I'll walk in and sit at the bar.
Good talk, Ten.
Yeah, I think this is it. We probably go inside.
And you're still sitting on my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Because I picked you up.
Yeah.
To see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
This little man is sitting on this giant Warforged shoulder going in as you ask, what are we going to do? As Ten just looks at you and just turns and just walks straight into the bar and goes right up to the bar.
All right, well, I guess we should at least take a look at him, make sure he's safe.
So the two of you come following in right behind him, and you guys belly up to the bar. And as you're coming in, you can see there are 6 people that you can see, patrons. There's 6 patrons in the bar that you can see. A couple of them at each table, and then there's 2 tables that only have 1 apiece. And then behind the bar, or what could be called a bar, it's more like a plank of wood set on a couple of barrels that look busted and broken apart. Behind them is the remnants of pieces of what could have been a mirror, and a couple of bottles, and a barrel that seems to have a couple of things floating in it.
Yikes.
Is there a bartender?
Yes, the bartender is behind the bar. There is a bar patron, and as you come sidling up, you can see him. He's human. He's kind of on the average size for human, but pretty bulbous about him. He's got some weight on him. He's a pretty big guy. You can see he's wearing a tannish colored tunic you would make out. It's got spots and rips and tears all through it, and some trousers on it. As you can see him, he's got some mug in his hand that he's kind of wearing out. You see him pull it out, and spits in the bottom of it, and goes back to kind of wiping it out and just kind of sets it on the counter. What you want?
I'll take a cup of ale.
And for your friends?
I do not need to drink.
Yeah, I'm good. I just drank.
A lot of corn to make off of this. He turns around, grabs that same cup, the same mug that he was just kind of wiping out, and looks over at the barrel and scoops out some kind of a brownish liquid and kind of sets it up on the table and splashes a little bit around on it. He goes, 5 copper.
And Okay, I have a question about currency in the game. So, it says in my thing that I have 65 gold.
Correct. So it's
Do I not
gold,
have copper?
Money goes in increments of 10.
Okay.
So 10 copper equal 1 silver. 10 silver equal 1 gold. 10 gold equal 1 platinum. So basically, if you were to hand him a gold piece, it'd be like, if you imagine copper pieces being $1, a gold piece would be a $100 bill.
So, but do I actually have copper, or is all of my currency in gold?
You can break it down however you wish.
Okay.
Currently, we'll just say that you have drop 2 of your gold off and give yourself 10 copper and it'd be 20 copper and 10 silver.
Okay.
If you minus 2 gold off of that and you put those 2 increments, that'll break it apart a little bit.
2 minus 2. Okay, I'll give him. You said 20 copper and 2
I
silver.
my math baby off like that.
Let me figure this out.
We'll do the math later.
Okay,
So yeah.
I'll give him a whole silver.
You give him a silver piece.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, we're also looking for somebody. Can you help us?
I give him another silver.
And you just clink another silver off the shoulder onto the counter. And
Right.
you see as his eyes go, not very wide, but you can see a little glimmer kind of spark in his eye a little bit as he sees the first silver piece coming down, and then take the next one from the little one. Quickly.
Not thirsty for drink, but thirsty for knowledge.
Snatches him up, puts him in his pocket. What kind of knowledge are you looking for?
We're looking for a man named Floon Blackmar.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him or where he might be?
Kind of rolls back in his pocket and he goes, pocket's a little light for that kind of knowledge.
I mean, what did we get? Did we get anything for them? All right.
What's
okay.
up?
I'll give you
10.
another silver.
May I have one of my gold, please?
Oh,
I'll hand him 1 gold.
Sir, for 1 gold, please, can you give us some knowledge about Floon? He's a well-dressed man.
Okay. You set it on the counter?
Mhm.
Oh, before it even touches the ground, you guys almost don't even see his hand move. As before that gold piece touches the counter, his hand comes out, swipes that, and puts it back in his pocket before it even touches the countertop. So you guys are high bidders. You might want to hide that gold you guys got around you. Around these parts, people will take it off you and not take too kindly to where your body lands. Yeah, I seen Floon. He was in here a few weeks ago.
Weeks. Last we heard he was in here 2 nights ago.
Maybe, maybe not.
You know anything about where else he likes to hang out?
What are you looking for him for?
Haven't seen him. Need to find him.
where'd he go to? Was he talking to anybody? Is he in a good mood? Is he in a bad mood?
What are you looking for him for?
We've been hired to find him. We fear he's in danger.
Something that you could pay us for. We didn't pay you for that. We're paid you to answer questions. And I give him another silver.
Snatches it, puts it in his pocket. Says, "All right, yeah. Floon was here a couple of nights ago with that braggadocious little bastard Volo. They came in causing all kinds of hoopla. There's rich behinds coming in here, always thinking they're better than everybody. They like to come down to my bar because they think nobody's paying attention. I was in here for a bit, and then Volo took off, and that boy of yours you're looking for ran into another feller, and they sat around, said some things, went off in the night."
Do you know who this other feller was? By name?
My name gets a little bit fuzzy around here.
I'll give him another silver.
I start looking around for seeing if anybody's like noticing how much we're just like.
Give me a perception check.
Let's see.
So you give him another, as he's kind of gandering around, and he goes,
16.
"Yeah, I know the name of him. Everybody knows the name of that fool. His daddy used to run Waterdeep at one time."
Floon or the guy that?
The
met
guy
Floon?
that he's about to tell us the name of.
Floon never ran anything but his mouth.
Hmm.
His buddy's daddy used to run Waterdeep for a while. Not much anymore.
And what's his name?
I don't know, it's getting a little hazy. I don't know. I think I'll go take care of some other customers here, unless you guys need something.
Thank you for your time.
Looks at the metal and turns back around. What was your perception roll?
16.
A 16. You can see all the tables except for one are eyeballing the three of you very hard. You can tell as you're looking around, like there's a couple of oil lamps that are kind of behind the bar, and that's about the only light that's giving off into this broken down bar, except for the little bit of light that's coming in off of the street. Because right now it's about noontime that you guys got down there, noon 1 o'clock. Verify. Yes, so it was about noon 1 o'clock when you guys got down to the bar. So there's still a bit of light coming in from outside, but it's pretty dark. There is one person in the back corner that seems to have kind of their hood pulled down, and they're kind of just sipping on their drink. They seem to be angled a little bit away from you, but you can tell that something about them just seems to be focused on you guys.
I want to cast a message into the bartender as he's like walking away or doing other stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to cast a message. I'm going to say to him, clearly we're not here to mess around. We paid for some good information, and we did not get good information. When you come back, we'll be waiting for you.
You see,
When he casts message, can we hear him?
no. So
Okay.
the way message spell works is it's telepathic. So
Okay.
he basically pull out like a little silver string or whatever the
Copper wire?
Yep, copper wire is, or your
Around my neck, like
when
a
you
little necklace,
cast.
copper wire.
Yeah, and he would whisper it a little bit as part of it. The verbal, you really wouldn't. You might be able to make it out, but it's really telepathic link, and that
Okay.
person can't answer once in return. So if you
Oh.
message to him, he can send one message back to you, and then that spell's done.
But I have to tell him if that's possible, or
If he knows it's
If he-
possible,
right.
he can do it. If not,
they could just think it and hopefully it makes its way. Well, we'll see.
hopefully.
Okay.
Excuse me. So you send your message off, and you see as the bartender just kind of stops in his tracks and looks back over at you and goes, "It's all right." He keeps walking around. You see him just kind of go to the other end of the bar, and he's really just sitting down there. He's kind of fiddling with some things and whatnot around there, and you can see, besides the one in the cloak pulled down that you kind of get a funny little feeling off of, you could tell everybody else, the other 5 patrons in this bar, are dead set on you guys. And you can see them kind of leaning over and chatting a little bit with each other. As you're sitting there, nursing your drink.
I haven't taken a sip yet.
Okay, it's just kind of
I don't think I'm going to. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you guys like to do?
Well, I'm gonna say to what's your name again?
Ozzy.
Ozzy. I'm gonna say to Ozzy. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and keep paying him all night. I think we got at least some information. I'm ready to go.
This guy doesn't want to play ball, and doesn't look like these people are friendly. So doesn't look safe, I guess.
Okay. Stand up and start walking out.
Okay, you just leave your drink right there.
Yeah,
And
that
you
drink.
guys just, all 3 of you, or just
I stand up
just
and
10?
Yeah, Brad will follow 10. Ozzy still on my shoulder, I guess.
Ozzy has no choice.
Yeah, he just comes with me.
So, as you guys turn around and start walking out, when you reach the doorway, you can see 5 of the patrons seem to be getting up as well. 5 of the other patrons seem to be getting up as you open the door, and you can see they're screeching of the chairs and the movement. You can hear and kind of visibly see that they're all staring at you guys and starting to stand up.
Between us and the door
Mhm.
are these patrons.
No. So you
Oh,
guys,
gotcha.
you guys are at the door currently,
Gotcha, okay.
getting ready to open it. And as you kind of open the door and kind of
perceive
look
them
back,
behind
Yeah.
us.
as you kind of open the door and look back, you guys see that they're all starting to kind of shift and kind of.
Yeah, I kind of under his breath will kind of whispers to Ozzy and 10.
Mhm.
I don't think we're going to leave here without being followed.
I don't think we're gonna end the night without getting in a fight.
We'll,
Let us go.
yeah, we'll deal with that
Just
if a
keep
problem
moving.
arises.
So yeah, I exit the door. And previously we said that outside of this bar, was that shop close to us? And it seems like that shop was lit up, right? It was open as we were coming.
The Zoglob one?
Right.
Yeah. So the shop, it did look like it was open for business.
Okay.
Yeah, it is pretty dark as all the buildings almost seem to almost collapse in on each other to block out the sun. There's
Right.
little bits of sun that's kind of breaking through in there. You can see this one, some lights on in the back. You can see like a purple glow coming out of the windows. But you really can't see into the business.
Okay. As we leave, I say to the guys, should we ask around about Floon? It seems like the bartender gave us some information, but maybe we could find out more about his friend or buddy who has a known father.
A father who used to run Waterdeep. I think we could get some information from
I
that.
feel like that should be pretty common knowledge.
Let's get at it.
So I would like to make my way towards that shop.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, so basically, that shop is pretty much like right around the corner.
I figured it was.
Yeah.
The last session you said there is a shop, so I assume that it has to be something that is open and close to us.
Sure.
So.
I mean, the shop. So you guys, saw that shop as you're passing around, and it's almost right around the corner from it is where the skewered dragon is. So you guys open the door, make your way out of the skewered dragon, kind of closing the door behind you. You can hear the rustles and kind of look back through the window panes. You can see that people are kind of moving around and kind of, you're not sure exactly their intentions, but you can see them moving around on the inside of this tavern. As you guys make your way back out in the street and kind of round the corner, you don't see, as you guys are kind of looking back, go ahead and give me a perception. Actually, all of you give me a perception check real quick. As you guys are kind of keeping an eye back over your shoulder to see.
12.
23.
Okay.
13.
Okay. So nobody actually comes out of the shop. 10, you can see that within their actions inside of the bar, you can see through the broken windows, you can see that your presence wasn't really liked there, and that these people have you can feel some kind of hostile intentions towards you, but you're not sure how or in what way. But you can see that, the way they're moving and getting up and pointing and kind of looking over at you guys, it's like, are we at easy mark that they're going to come get me? Or did we ask the wrong questions that we may need to go, somebody else is going to maybe kind of come looking for it? You're not quite sure of that, but you can tell that they have some kind of a hostile intention towards you guys.
Okay.
But yeah, nobody follows you guys out into the street as you round the corner, and you can see that big purple sign of a beholder in there, the old Zoblob shop over the sign as you guys make your way up. Do you guys want to enter into this building as well?
Yeah, you're in front, so I think you would have opened it if you were going to.
Yeah, I think that I would like to enter the shop. And I kind of just peek back at the tavern just to make sure the door, like nobody's come out that door, and is advancing towards us. Just kind of take a peek, little peeksy.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another perception check as you guys round to the corner. You're kind of peeking back around real quick, just to
11.
double take. Yeah, you don't see anybody has come in or out of that shop. You can see the normal traffic. You can still see people walking around the streets. It's the middle of the day, and this is a pretty mobile district. But yeah, it doesn't appear to have anybody following you or sensing you coming in your direction.
Before we head in, I ask Ozzy, I say,
What's up?
Ozzy, I'm going to let you down. Will you just keep watch as I go in and ask some questions?
Like outside the door?
I think so.
Sure. Yeah. I'll cast message to you
That sounds wonderful.
or one of you guys. Yeah.
Can't wait to hear from you.
Good luck.
So I enter.
Okay. So you're going in by yourself and you're staying outside?
I'm going to go in with them.
Okay, so two of you going in, we're leaving the little guy. Okay, what are you doing outside?
I'm reading.
So you're just kind of sitting outside of the door, kind of posting
Reading.
up, got your
I'm
little
doing
book.
some writing. Doing some writing, journaling, looking around, just now.
Give me just a standard general perception check while you're out there.
General perception check.
And you guys go and start making your way into the old Zoblob shop.
17.
So, got it. So you go and you open the door up, and you can see a cloud of this lavender-scented purple smoke just come billowing out of this. You can see now in the windows what appeared to be like some kind of like a purple fashion or some kind of sheeting over the windows. Actually appears more like smoke. So when you open the door, you see as this purplish lavender smoke comes out. You can see it almost changing in the windows as well to be sucked out of this room. As you guys are making your way, you see every wall in the shop is painted purple. Everything about this place is purple. The knickknacks, the shelves are all dyed in like a deep violet purple. There's a hairless old gnome sitting cross-legged on a counter who's wearing these plum robes. And his cheeks are decorated with what appear to be like 9 different face-painted eyes, like all over his face and on top of his head as well. You can see as you walk in and the door slowly closes behind you. You can see as he pulls down on his long pipe and exhales this cloud of lavender smoke, just this giant cloud of purple lavender smoke. Before raising his hand, he goes, "Hail and well met. Come browse my shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world."
That sounds wonderful.
It's curious.
Hi, my name is Brad.
Brad.
That's it. That's the name.
Oh yeah, welcome to my shop. This is like the most curious this is my shop. What can I do for you?
What do you sell here?
Good time. Can I have each of you make a Constitution save, please?
Oh no, are we gonna get high?
He kind of looks around. I saw it.
12.
Got it. So like,
Natural 20.
thank you. I so like curious, just what can I do for you guys?
So we were over at the tavern across the way, around the block. Skewered Dragon, do you know that name?
That's in like, I think that's like 6 blocks. It's a tavern, man.
You got it. I was just we were over there looking for a friend of ours, and it seems.
Oh man.
Yes. Do you have much friends?
I mean, like, you're my friend. I mean, you look a little weird, but you're my friend, man.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
hello, friend.
I don't like your name though.
It's more of a description of me. I am a bounty retrieval and detection droid, or Brad. I used to be a search and rescue android, Sarah.
Alright, man. So, what are you up to? You want some? And he kind of holds out his pipe.
No thank you.
Alright.
I had a pint before, so I shouldn't mix
A pint?
intoxicants.
Okay.
Do you know much about Waterdeep and who is in charge?
Man, have you guys never been to Waterdeep before?
No, in fact.
Let's go. Say we like, oh, I got a lot of stuff here. Because I want to, if we're going, we need to take all, just only grab the purple stuff. And get all this wrapped up. We'll go to Waterdeep, man.
Do you know who used to run Waterdeep?
Like a race?
No, like who's in charge?
I think that we are at a roadblock. It was very nice to meet you in your very nice shop, but the questions that we have, it seems like are not being answered. And as your friend, I would just like to say, thank you for letting us see your shop.
I thought you guys should just. What do you need?
Information.
Oh, yeah. He takes a big old long draw off his pipe. You can see another huge cloud of this violet smoke kind of billowing out and kind of going in. You can see, you can actually, when you look at something, you can see it and you can focus in on it and it's not hazy at all. But as you're looking around the room and not focusing on anything one specific, everything is kind of hazy. It's almost like there's a thick purple fog around in here that he's been smoking on. But when you focus in on something, it's almost as if the smoke dissipates and you can see that clearly. And then as soon as you stop focusing on it, it kind of just, the smoke kind of gathers back around. He's like, yeah, some information. Okay. Thinking hat. Let me get my thinking hat real quick. And kind of pops down. You see him almost like roll off like he's about to fall. And you just hear this little as two padded feet just laying down on the ground, and okay, and you see him climbing back on, and he's got this tall top hat that's just purple. And you see at the top of it, there's like little, almost like grass growing out of it, but even the grass growing out of the top of this hat is purple. When it comes back on top, he's like, okay, we're thinking. Information. So,
I whisper over to Ten as he's kind of like doing his thing, and I say, "It seems like he really likes purple.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could trade information
for purple.
for purple."
That's not the worst idea you've ever had, Brad.
Thank you, friend.
all right, got my thinking hat. And he kind of points up to his hat. All right, so I'm awake, and he takes his hands and he just holds his eyeballs open now, so he can and he's like looking at you guys and a little crazy looking. What information? I got it all.
We're looking for a man named Floon. He's well dressed. He's pretty. He became missing 2 nights ago over at the Skewered Dragon. He was with his friend Volo. Is that too many words?
No, that's word. Like, do you need more? I can give you some.
If you could give us words about Floon, that would be wonderful.
Floon, man. So, right, yeah. And he kind of goes and he taps on his top hat, and as soon as he taps on this top hat, you can see he sits up straight. Eyes and everything completely face clear and everything. He's like, so you guys are looking for Floon. So he was in here a couple of nights ago. Like, who are you guys, and why should I trust you?
My name is Brad. I am a bounty retrieval and detection droid. I was hired by.
Got past that one. Let me go on. How are we doing?
We were hired by Volo to find his friend Brad.
Or hired by Volo. His
Hired
friend,
by Volo to find Brad. We
no,
found
Floon.
Brad.
Floon is missing.
Floon's missing.
Brad or Volo told
Brad's
us to help him
found.
find
I'm
him.
here.
Okay. Volo, Floon, missing.
Not Volo, just Floon missing.
Just Floon missing. I'm on it. Okay. So Floon's missing. Okay. He was actually around here a couple. Wait. Why are you guys looking for him?
We have him in the Skewered Dragon 2 nights ago. That's the last we heard of him.
Mm-hmm.
Then the bartender at the Skewered Dragon told us that he went off with another person, but we can't figure out who that other person is because we couldn't pay him enough to tell us who.
But his father was an
Used to run
used to
Waterdeep.
run Waterdeep.
You're looking for Raynar, Neverend.
Do you know where we can find this Raynar?
So, Raynar and again, giving you guys a lot of information. Who are you, and why do I even?
We were hired by Volo to find Floon.
You know who Volo is.
Got Volo, got Floon, got
Volo
Raynar.
is paying us to find his friend. That's it.
Okay. Kind of sits back for a second. You see, he kind of closes his eyes, and you see his eyelids kind of flutter for a little bit. And after about 10 seconds of that, he goes, "Okay, all right, Volo confirmed. Here's what's gonna happen. So the other night, Volo and old Floon came down here just like all them other rich idiots do, and they think they can get away with stuff, but they don't know that everything they say here is tracked and watched. While they're in here, they were getting on talking, and Volo had some garbage going on about how he had writer's block and just wanted a night out drinking, and they thought they'd have a good time down here. Him and Floon get to drinking. Volo decides to take off. I saw him pass by the shop here, and I didn't see Floon leaving out with him. Typically, most of them high Richie boys, they pass by my shop on their way to and from the docks down in this section. Didn't see Floon. A few minutes later, I saw Raynar come on by, and then, I woke up. I took a little nap here in the shop, as you tend to do every now and again. And I was getting ready to head on up to bed, and I saw Floon and Raynar go on by. I didn't think anything of it. Then I saw about a pack of about 5 or 6 individuals following behind him. That was the last I saw him about a couple weeks ago, or a couple days ago.
Which direction were they walking? Like, were they going out of
The docks?
the dock district or deeper into it?
Yeah, because you guys are down here, and they started heading north. I can give you the exact cross street because all the streets and everything on this map are labeled.
Okay.
So you can literally go down to the cross streets and everything in the
Figure
alleyway.
out what street, alley. And
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.
So everything is labeled on here for you.
Okay.
I don't have those cross streets offhand.
Okay.
So yeah. So then the 5 of them, and they were heading out north of here. Back, it looks like they were heading back towards Castle District. But like I said, I saw that. And I saw the 5 of them. I just figured it was the bar was closing or something. And
Have you seen these 5 before? Are they regulars at that bar to you?
I couldn't really make out the faces. It was kind of dark out. It was.
You have been very helpful. Do you happen to know what the 5 of them were wearing?
Clothes.
Well, that's
I
good.
didn't catch any distinguishing marks. I didn't really think nothing of it. It looked, it looked a little shady, but then most people in the docks district look shady. So, who am I to judge? And you can see his eyes are slowly starting to fade back down.
I want to know more about that hat you're wearing.
It's a pretty good hat.
What does it do?
It helps you concentrate.
Can I try it on?
What?
Figured that might
Thank
happen.
you for your time, friend.
Hey,
We love your shop.
it's
Um,
the shiny one. I don't know.
Would you like to pay him?
yes.
You guys, oh man, you want some purples? I say all purple.
I will give Brad one of his gold pieces.
And I will say, thank you for your time. I give him a gold piece.
He kind of pulls it and he's like, whoa. And you see this time he's kind of leaning back a little bit and you can see his hat just slowly topples off and falls off behind him. It doesn't even faze him at all. Doesn't even really recognize that it fell off his head. He's just like, man, that's a lot of money. And he just kind of goes and tries to put it in his pocket and just kind of falls on the front of his jacket on the floor. And he sits back down on there, pulls out his big old pipe, and see him take another big old draw off it.
Let us meet with Ozzy. And I exit.
I want that hat.
You guys ever need something? You know where I am. And you see he just kind of back down cross-legged on the top of his counter. It's almost like it doesn't seem like he has a gut, but it's almost as if he grows a gut as he gets down into that. He's almost Buddha-like, just sitting there with his long pipe and just drawing. You see these billows of purple smoke just come out. You see, so you're sitting outside and they're kind of in there talking with all this and everything. You're looking around. You can see kind of, people that might be shady or something like that. Like I said, everybody in this docks district, everything's kind of pulled tight. The clothes and the cloaks and stuff that they wear, you can see, are very much intended for seafaring missions to keep all the water and the wind. So everything's on them is pretty burly, and even the kids look like they're gonna shank you and throw you overboard on a ship. Everybody's got that almost piratey kind of feel in this, and very gruff, mean-looking faces. You do see about halfway through their conversation while they're inside, you can see about 2 or 3 of the people that you recognize from inside the skewered dragon kind of aimlessly. They seem to be, like they're trying to be inconspicuous and walk across the street, but you can see them. They're constantly looking back, and they see you and spot you, and you see just pointing back to each other. They're trying. They think that they're kind of hiding all that stuff. You can pick it out.
All right.
But you're just kind of like making it look like you're reading your book and you're keeping one eye over on them. You can see through them kind of go, and you can see after a while one may come back, and then they're kind of circling at a cross street right there.
Got it.
Yeah, and you can see them. And then
Yeah, I'll send a message to the guys that I see them kind of setting up a perimeter by the street.
okay. And then about that time, after you send the message to them, you can see the door open and that plume of just purple violet smoke just come bellowing out, and you see again in the windows the smoke kind of moving and materializing as the door closes and everything kind of settles back down, and you just see that foggy haze of purple back into the shop.
Ozzy, did you see anything?
Yeah. I told 10 through the message that I was watching a few 3 of them. I kind of like do a little nudge, look over at the street and the cross where they're kind of back and forth. I'm like, just if we go that direction, we may have to throw down.
We received quite a bit of information in there. We know of the name of the man that Floon met, and we also know that 5 individuals followed them outside of the skewer.
Also, the guy in there has a hat, and we're gonna come back and get that hat at some point. Not right now, but I want that.
Okay. All right.
Are we, like pay for it?
Yeah,
Definitely.
we'll get it
Do you think
later. That's another mission.
So, I mean, do we know where we could find Flynn?
No, but we know that he was with a man named Raynar, Neverember, and then he was followed by 5 people
Which direction?
toward the castle district, north.
Oh. Or just head home.
That's it. Yeah, we don't have any information on what they looked like or who they were.
I wonder if these 3 knuckleheads here trying to rob us might be the same people.
I will go ask them.
Whoa!
Oh, I will stay.
Yeah, chill out for a moment.
Should we return to the Skewer Dragon and follow the path to the castle district?
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to do any sort of sneaky...
No, not right now.
I
That's
think
for
that's
later.
our only lead.
Not here at this place, but any sort of sneaky thing, but, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I don't even know what I would do.
Though Volo said he was kidnapped, he could just be at Raynar's home.
Yeah, we need to find Raynar. That's our next lead. We need to find
Where does
Raynar.
Raynar live?
We don't know.
We don't know.
We know that he is friends with Volo. I mean Floon. And Floon left with Raynar last night and was followed by 5 people. And they were walking towards the castle district. That's all we know.
Should we go tell Volo what we know? Maybe he knows Raynar.
Haha, that's not a bad idea.
I think that whatever we do, we need to get out of this district. We have made quite a ruckus, and it seems like people are too aware of us,
Yeah.
which is not good for sneaking around and trying to figure out information.
Very good, Brad. Nice.
I learned.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Let us go.
We start walking that way.
Can I ride on your shoulders?
I think that is okay with me.
Nice.
But please
I'm gonna start climbing on your shoulders.
keep your flatulence to a minimum.
I'll do my best.
And up he goes.
Okay. And you guys are
Still
taking
gonna
off
rip
from Old Zoblob, heading north back up to the Yawning Portal, right? It'll take you about an hour to walk from the Old Zoblob shop to about where to the Yawning Portal, where you guys are wanting to go back to.
Keep it just as I'm walking, just keeping an eye on those 3 jokers that were kind of
Okay.
that Ozzy told us about, just kind of as we're kind of walking, because they're behind us, but we're going this way.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So yeah, because they would be down here as you guys
Just
are starting
tracking
to
if
take
we're
in that
being
little
followed.
cross section.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys just want to watch them, or are you guys taking any weird paths or anything?
I think we would. Brad would just take the path that he knows, but keeping an eye on them to see if we're being followed.
Okay. So go ahead and for those that are keeping out an eye on there, go ahead and give me a perception check to keep an eye out on the possibility of people following you.
12.
Okay.
19.
16.
Okay.
Nice job.
I see all your guys' rolls.
I know, it's so cool.
So you can tell as soon as you guys kind of gather up and you notice, you kind of look over at them, that they don't appear to have noticed you guys. You believe, and so you guys kind of do your little gathering and start taking off up north, making your way through the docks district. You can see immediately as you get up on top of his shoulders, having a nice little bird's eye view up there, trying not to fart on his neck and
We
shoulders
got
or
2 things
whatever.
to think about: not farting and looking out.
You can tell as soon as you guys turn to start heading the northward direction, immediately those 3 and you see them all off to the side. And then you guys don't catch that right away. He does notice that as you guys start making your way north, and as you start getting about 4 or 5 more buildings past where you guys started north, you can tell that they're starting to kind of creep around, and then you see a group of them coming around the corner and kind of following, keeping the distance and everything. But you see they're kind of tucking in and out. One will break off for a second, and you'll see somebody else coming in as you guys are making your way back up to the Yawning Portal.
I'll tell these guys what I see. For sure.
Okay. So you guys are all aware that you can tell there is a pack of, you believe, about 5 that are following you, but with different members popping off and then somebody else coming in. You can tell there's variance in heights and stuff like that of the different people that are breaking off and coming back, but it doesn't seem like the pack grows anything beyond 5 people.
So I can count the five, one tall, one short,
And
one with black hair, one with
you
brown
tell
hair.
us all this. I mean,
Yeah.
you're.
Oh, yeah, I'm right there with
I,
you guys.
I say to 10. It seems like we're being followed by 5 individuals. Coincidence? I think not.
Yeah, that seems a little bit too coincidental, I guess.
I say to the boys, should we ask them questions?
How close are we? How long we've been walking?
You
How
guys have
long
gone
till we
about
get there?
halfway to the yawning portal by now.
So we could be in some trouble if they decide to rumble right now, though.
Should we just move faster?
Um,
Or should we try to throw down? Like,
I don't think it's cowabunga time. I think it's time to talk to them.
okay, if it... Alright, I'll stay in your shoulders then. But if I'm off your shoulders, that means I'm ready to cowabunga.
so if he jumps off your shoulders, it's cowabunga time.
That just means I'm ready.
Okay,
Just
that
means I'm ready.
sounds doable.
I'm getting
I
prepared
think
to the...
Ten's tongue is that of silver, and I think that we might be able to talk our way out of it if we need to.
Or maybe just buy our way out of it too.
Or cowabunga.
Or cowabunga, dudes.
Got 3 silvers.
Okay, so I am going to stop walking, turn around, and just look at them, and not say anything.
And I will turn around as well and look at them, and I will wave my arm and say, "Hello there, I am Brad."
Okay, so as the inadvertently the 3 of you now have stopped and turned around as you are on the shoulders and not in
Right.
control of your movement
Right, yeah.
currently. You're all 3 painting and you could almost roll me a dex check real quick.
Oh, shoot. Like,
As
Dexterity
you
saving
stop, just a straight
Dexterity.
acrobatics or dexterity check kind of one.
7.
Okay. As you see, Brad stops and quickly turns around and he throws his pitch off, and you weren't
No.
ready for it. You come tumbling off and boom, and fall down on the ground behind. Doesn't take any damage or anything. You just kind of whoa as you weren't ready for it. Hello, and you see as your little gnome
Can I
friend
try
gets
that?
toppled off the back as you try to do the dad grab
Yeah.
and kind of bounces off and kind of lands on the ground, and you wave. You see this pack as they're kind of following, and they seem to almost be sneaky in sorts and have kind of a sense of gravitas about them. As soon as you just dead stare them, and then this metal warforged hi and just waves at them and everything, you see them, and they all just kind of and stumble around. You can see one's just kind of standing in the middle of the street now from the group. Rest of them dispersing like the. And he's kind of standing there staring back at you guys, shocked. You're approximately about 20 feet from each other. You can see that other people are kind of moving and moseying around up and down the street. There's horses going down and whatnot. But this one guy's just almost frozen in the middle of the street like, oh, it's just abandoned.
I'm going to try and use intimidation
Okay.
and say, "Why are you following us?"
Okay. Do you want to move up on him, or do you want to keep that distance?
Keep the distance.
Okay. So you keep your distance, and you shout out to him, and he's just like, "What?" Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
18.
18. What is your passive perception?
14.
14. Okay. You can kind of see from the distance he's almost starting to shake a little bit, and you can see his pants start darkening a little bit.
Oh no.
Because he's just kind of.
He seemed to have urinated on himself. Now's the time to ask him a question. And I start making my way towards him. Please don't be afraid, sir. I only want
behind Brad.
I only want to ask you a question.
Okay, and you're right behind him on that. Are you staying back, or are you?
Yeah,
coming up?
I'll stay back.
Okay, you're staying back, just
Staring at him.
staring him down, mean mugging him, and you see. You come up, and as you approach him, you see this guy's almost petrified, just in fear,
Yeah.
cannot move, and you can see that he has pissed his pants.
Oh.
Can I send him a message? A little telepathic message or something?
Sure.
Just say, it's okay, we just want to talk, just calm down.
You can see that message actually, let me see here. Yeah, it actually kind of breaks him out of his fear for a second, and you can see as you're talking, who, where?
Stay where you are.
And he's slowly starting to like back up.
Not one more step.
What are you doing? No, it's fine. Don't move.
Give me a persuasion or intimidation check, whichever one you're going for, and then let me
Just
know.
persuasion. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a 19.
A 19. You can see as he stops and says,
And
he just deadlocks.
is he? So I'm
10.
I'm about 6'2".
Mm-hmm.
He's about.
He's about 5'10",
Okay.
5'9", you know, average build. He's a little bit more on the slender side. You can see that he's not the most, from quick glance, he's not the most boisterous.
I not kneel down. No, I say to him, do not be afraid. I just have some questions. My name is Brad.
Okay.
I am a bounty retrieval and detection droid, and I was hired to find a man by the name of Flume.
You can see as if you're he's just dead locked on eyes with 10 because it's like and kind of every once in a while he glances over to you, and when his face turns up to you, you can kind of see that he's got some kind of like markings on his face, but with his hood and cloak pulled over his head, it's still kind of shadowed, and you don't get a lot of good light. It's about dim light in the whole of the docks district, unless you're out on the sea itself.
I say to him, do not mind my friend. He is calm when I allow him to be calm. I'm looking for a man named Flume. Do you know this man?
He's like, he kind of looks around, and you can see that he's looking on both sides, off to the side, and he's breaking away from you now. He's like, as you're asking him questions, and he's like, and he's slowly starting
Listen,
to
I don't want any flibbo-flibbing. You stay right here, mister.
Okay. He does stay there, and he's like, if I speak to you, they'll kill me. And you just kind of stand there. He says it under his breath.
Who is they?
If you don't know, you're probably already dead yourself.
I can protect you. And so can my friend.
He just kind of looks at you guys, and in just pure fear on his face, he just turns around and starts booking it away from you guys.
Can I grab him?
Yeah, go ahead and make a grapple check or an athletics check if you would like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
Oh, you easily, without having him on you at all, standing behind you, you easily, as soon as he starts turning, you see he's getting ready to book it, you just reach out with both hands, and just and he's like, lift him up a little bit, and you see his legs start to do a little, and he kind of, and he's kind of grabbing, you kind of pull him in, and you got him held on, and he's like off the ground right now.
I tell him, listen, I don't want to hurt you. I just need information. Please, if you have any information about Flume, now's the time to tell me.
I'll send him a message, and in the message I want to say, you can reply to me telepathically. You don't have to let anyone see you tell us where Flume is.
Yeah, you can see as he's starting shaking, and now he is now like banging his head back onto your chest, onto your metal steel chest, as hard as he can. Bam! Bam! Get the voices out! Bam! And he just starts bashing his head against your chest.
I'm driving him insane.
Does a 19 hit you? Your AC.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that will be, you both sustain 1 point of damage.
Oof.
Oh, no. Now you're
As you can see, the back of his head against your metal chest is actually starting to split, and you're starting to see blood start coming out of the back of his
I'm gonna say, Ozzy, can you like give like a spell to like pacify somebody?
I can Ray of Frost.
Freeze.
He reduces feet. I can reduce his movement by 10 feet. That's it.
I don't know.
Everything else is like ritual stuff. So no.
Brad, we might need to just let this fella go.
I say to him as he hurts me, I say, this is your last chance to tell me the information I need. Tell me where Flume is.
It just, let me see what he's. Yeah, he's dead set, just bashing the back of his head into your chest.
I let him go.
Okay.
And I say, as I let him go, I hope you find peace somewhere. And as
you just kind of set him down and release.
Yeah.
And he just kind of sits down, and you can see he's a little bit woozy as you set him down, and he just starts running in a stumble off. Right. He's almost knocked himself unconscious.
As he gets away, I say to Ozzy, and I say, we need to follow him until 10.
Yeah.
And so I'm just behind him, not beelining behind him, but keeping my distance. I'm following where he goes.
Very easy to keep up with him, as his legs are pretty shaky.
Right.
He's taken a couple of blows to the head. It's very easy to keep
blood
behind
on the head.
Oh yeah, you can see on the back of his head. Now that his cloak has been pulled back from after you let him down and kind of going down, you can see that the back of his head, while normally you see like wild hair and all crazy and everything, is very matted down. You can't necessarily see like blood pouring, but you can deduce that. Yeah, he's bleeding from the back of his head as he's slowly bouncing off of walls and people to try to get away.
As we're following, I tell the boys. I'm assuming 10 is up to us.
Well, I was going to say I was going to follow from a couple feet back.
I tell Ozzy to keep an eye on the streets to see if any. I'll tell him in character, Ozzy, watch the alleyways because he had more.
Got it. Yeah, eyes open. I'm looking around because I know that there are at least 4 other people that are keeping their eye on me or us. So I know there's 4 more out there.
Okay. So give me a perception check. You're staying further behind. Are you trying to be stealthy, sneaky?
Yes. Okay. I'm like trying to follow, but in the shadows.
Okay. You're more. He's paying attention.
I'm keeping
to
an eye on
running.
them.
You're paying attention
17.
to his 6 and everything around him, while you're kind of overwatching from the shadows.
And if they need us anything.
Can I have... you'll be fine, because you can see him bouncing around. He's trying to hide, but you can see he's not doing a very good job of it. Give me a perception check, and if you can give me a stealth roll.
17.
17, okay.
13.
And 13, okay. You believe you can see the stuffs, and you believe that you are stealthy and keeping an eye out. Now, are you keeping an eye out for side stuff as well, or are you focusing on your partner?
Yeah, I'm basically want a bird's eye view. Like I'm paying attention to everything that I can. If I can, yeah.
You definitely try.
I'd certainly want to try.
Okay, so you're stealthy. You got your stealth, and you're like getting ready just to and go up on the roof. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics or athletics check. I'll let you choose.
16 acrobatics. 16 acrobatics.
Yeah, you easily. You can see as you guys start walking up, you're just like, I'm going to follow him. And you're locked onto him. As you turn around and start surveying everything as you're talking to him, you can see 10 as he almost like zooms in, like melds in with the crowd, and then you can see this black shadow just right up to the top of the roof.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're just bouncing off the walls and back and forth onto the roof. You can see him just disappear over the top of the roof line. Can you give me your perception check as well?
I haven't yet, but I can.
Okay, if you want to give me that to overlook.
It's a 23.
Nice. 23, perfect.
We are rolling so good, me too.
So as you are Assassin's Creed ninja stealthing your way onto the roof, and you're kind of keeping your eyes around, you can see as he's following in the other remaining people that were kind of going along that street and everything. You can see them almost as you're starting to pass by. You're seeing them kind of pop out of the side, and there's only about a 3-man crowd behind you guys as you're starting to make your way. As you're going from the roofs, you can't see a lot of the people coming in and out of the alleyways as it's almost you're walking straight across. You know, there's timbers and different things and different elevations, but there's no real gaps in the roofs going down to the alleyways. But you can see the gap going down to the main street, so you can keep a decent eye on them.
Okay.
But with the curvature and the overhangs, gives you a lot of cover from the roof that they don't see from below.
Okay.
And from there, what I'll do is we will end this here for this evening. As you guys are on the trail of the Bloody Head Man.
Well, that's it. Thank you for tuning in to 98.3, and this is The Morning Quest. Tales of Adventure.